Morning everyone, welcome
morning.
to the Isolation Pub Session week 20. This is 20, I haven't got enough fingers and my toes aren't out of my shoes. Anyway, so yes, this is going to be the last of the weekly ones, so as well as having a good session, it's a chance to sort of reflect on the past 20 that have happened and maybe for me to thank you all for being part of this so far. I am going to carry this on monthly to the best of my ability, and so yes, there should be something happening in September as it's now August.
Cheers.
So cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to quickly plug my tune book, which if you are regular of these sessions you'll know that's what I do.
It's brilliant.
And it's quite incredible to think that in these 20 weeks that we've been doing it, I've actually, despite not being able to do any kind of shows, I've been able to release 2 albums and write and print a book, which is incredible. So yeah, and I'm going to crack on with the music so that there isn't as much talking as last time, but I'd like to do a couple of jolly ones to start with. I think the first tune we're going to do is called the Quaker, which is in G and D depending on which part you're playing, and then we'll go into one someone pointed out to me. I haven't done this one yet, and it's a tune I play a lot, called Jack Robinson. I don't know, I looked on my list, it wasn't there, but I did that with Dear Tobacco a couple of weeks ago anyway. So yes, please join in. thank you for joining in with that one. That's lovely. You see, we've got someone in today. Hello, Eggnog. Were you joining in? Were you joining in with that? She wasn't. She was looking for crumbs on the floor when I'm editing videos, eating biscuits and they fall down on the floor. She gets them. Anyway, so yes, I just have a bit of chat in the middle here, but I'll keep it shorter than last time. So yes, for people still coming across this, and you'd be surprised how many people are just going, "Oh, just found your sessions." Even if some people have been with us for the whole 20 weeks, and so yeah, I'd like to shout out to all the regulars, and I know some people have been able to be more regular than others for whatever reasons. Life gets in the way. I mean, I nearly missed some of these sessions, so, but I especially like to thank people like Tim Moon, Les, Freya, Emily, Laura, Bronners on Twitter, Bryony, Chris who plays the bass, so many, Tim. There's so many people, and they hopefully will all be around me in pictures once I've put this together, if they're going to be joining in with this one. And yeah, so I think it's been a nice thing. There's been some conversations going around recently about the way forward, because it looks like online music is going to be more and more of a thing, and I think accidentally we've ended up with something quite special here, because what we've got in this session is a kind of human connection, you know what I mean? Once everyone's edited together on the screen, you feel like you know each other, and I definitely feel like I know you, because I put you in all the little boxes for hours trying to tessellate you together. But it's a way of playing music together that is not the full Monty. We know that. You know, it would all much rather be in a session, but it has brought people together who otherwise would geographically not be able to play in a session together. So swings and roundabouts. But my thoughts on the matter are that for gigs and things, you can make a video of yourself playing and have the most up-to-date, expensive recording equipment so the music sounds amazing. You can use expensive cameras, pay cameramen to come and take moving shots and things of you, but all you're really making there is a television program of music. That's all you're doing, and it's one way. It's beamed at people, and you know, there are people making television programs that are for a living who are good at that, and we're not that good at that. And so what we do have in gigs and with the community, the folk community, is that we have a two-way relation. So I think any way, I mean, I've done a couple of Zoom gigs, which I'm sure some people watching this came to, and for me, the sound isn't as good on Zoom, but what you have is the interaction, and the interaction is really important, because it makes you feel like you're dealing with human beings, which is what we all crave. So yeah, I don't want to say too much about that, but I think with all this video content, it's a bit, people are getting a bit fed up with it, and I think, and it's nice to have a conversation about what's going to work in the long term for people if we can't go out and do gigs. But then there's the positive side of things as well. We are going to have potential pilot things happening in the near future, and as that's the case, I'd like to quickly, as there's going to be a month before the next one, do some plugging of things that I know I'm doing in the coming month. So I am going to be working with several folk festivals, notably Folk East are going to be doing a special online day. It's got my folk, they very kindly sent me a new 2020 Folk East Cup, which is very nice. Cheers. But I'm also going to be doing a Ceilidh for Shrewsbury Folk Festival's online stuff, and some workshopy stuff for them as well. So it's all happening. Keep an eye on this channel and my Twitter feed at Squeezy John, where in between ranting about how bad the government is, there's also going to be a little bit of advertising what I'm doing coming up. So yeah, keep your eyes open. There are more things afoot. All right, I'm going to stop there and do the last one, which is Tune. I just wanted to put in a word for everyone who joined in last week. Did you see that one last week? The session we did. If you've actually not watched the full thing with everyone in together, just watch how it ends up when we're playing Old Joe Clark at the end. It's unbelievable. We had dancers, dogs, singers. It was great. I really enjoyed putting that one together. So exciting. So I thought I'd do another American one at the end here. It's called Waiting for the Federals, and it's normally played as a kind of uppy polka, but I thought we'd sort of just chill out with this one a bit more and play it quite relaxed way. So Waiting for the Federals. Lovely. Yeah, thank you for joining in with that. That's one I normally play with Peter Knight, who I'm missing playing with at the moment. Hopefully we're going to be working on some new material from afar, even though he lives in France, in the next month, which is one of the reasons why this is going to have to take a slight hiatus. So yeah, thank you. Eggnog's gone to sleep, but that's how relaxing it was.
See you in a month.
So thank you very much for being part of the Isolation Pub sessions, and we'll be back again in September.
Thank you, John.
See you then.
Thanks so much. Have a good summer.